Hey guys, it's M.A.D.D.Y. I don't know, but today we are going to build Miles Morales. It's like brick sketches. It's like basically like a Lego like picture frame of Miles Morales. And I think I've decided. I'm gonna put it right underneath my Spider-Man No Way Home poster with all the little guys right there and put them right next to it. That's where I'm gonna put them. It's very short. It's a very short build. It's only 200 pieces, 214 to be precise, but 200. So we should have this done by the time this episode is done. So let's hear Mark, Bob, and Wade in Don't Laugh. Okay, so don't laugh. Is this a try not to laugh challenge? Because I'm gonna lose.
Good evening, gentle listener, and welcome to Distractible, a Wood Elf production. And this week, Wade sets a caddish challenge for his fellow incorrigibles, for it shall be a clash of the titters. Mark and Wade will be tasked with resisting the lure of mirth, and to entice it from their opponent, Bob derides the last son of Krypton, while Mark extols the virtues of the web-slinger, and Mark then admits to his penchant for perching to avoid a urinary Niagara Falls, and Bob reveals Mark's proclivity for ovens. Yes, it's time.
I'm a man who owns 5 ovens.
Prepare to be distracted and enjoy the show.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Distractible. I'm your host today, Wade, as I won last week. I'm joined by my friend.
Wade.
Hi, Wade.
I'm joined by my friend. Hi.
Hi.
Mark and Bob.
Hi, Wade.
Hey, Wade.
Hey,
Or should I call you Mr. Who Won Last Week?
Mr. Who Won Last Week.
That is me. I am Mr. Who Won Last Week. And the way
Who
this
won
show
last
works
week?
for everybody out there, if you're new here for some reason and you started in this episode, is one of us hosts an episode, the other two compete for points, which can be assigned for any reason the host deems worthy. And whoever ends up with the most points, or least, if the host wants the one with the least points to win, wins. Kind of confusing, but ultimately it doesn't really make sense. We all just kind of decide the winner. Hey, hi.
You're doing great, buddy.
Thank you. And for those of you out there listening, guys, plug your ears for a minute. This is just for you. All right, everyone. We have a new fun thing today.
Okay.
Today's challenge that the boys don't know is don't laugh.
Okay.
I've got a list of topics here, and every time Bob laughs at one of Mark's jokes, Mark gets a point.
Okay.
Every time Mark laughs at one of Bob's jokes, Bob gets a point. Anytime anybody laughs at one of my jokes, well, I don't get any points, so... Because I'm not going to give myself the win. So really, this is just Bob making Mark laugh, helping Mark making Bob laugh, helping Mark. They don't know their goal is to not laugh, though. So let's see how much they do.
Okay.
Should we actually plug our ears?
I can just take my headphones off.
All right, you guys can listen now. You're good.
Wait, us listen or not listen?
What
I'm
happened?
confused.
Neither. You already missed it. Whatever I had to say is already gone.
That's
Okay.
very confusing.
Yeah.
I know. But, how you guys doing? I'm supposed
You want to start the episode over? We can do that. No one has to know how bad you screwed it up.
No, did you mess up?
Oh, no. It's
No,
going exactly according
It's
to plan.
going.
It's okay. You don't have to mess. Hey, we can redo it over.
Yeah, I'll do that. I would do that for you.
It's perfect. I'm very happy. No, the listeners got everything they needed, and you guys have everything you need.
Okay. Which is friendship.
My week is good.
Yeah.
You asked how we're doing.
I did.
I'm good. I'm 3D printing now. It's my new hobby. And I printed a double
Fridge?
screw, a two-way screw.
Dude.
I know you reprinted a two-way fridge.
It's like I'm half joking with Left, but actually, I just love the cosmic irony that everything inevitably goes back to Bob's fridge and nothing will ever.
Everything in my life is about refrigerators now. I'm so glad that's what's happening.
I just like to reflect what the viewers feel. I'm a viewer, man.
You know, if you ever start a shop and it's not named Bob's Fridges, you're never ever gonna live that down.
Uncle Bob's Fridge Emporium. You don't even sell fridges. Listen, if I didn't do it, they were gonna ask. If it doesn't make sense, it's probably because you don't listen hard enough to this podcast. Jerk.
Which they don't. We've had many hilarious hijinks since the interim between that and our heyday of Bob's Fridge.
Yeah, that's the thing. I guess it's a good thing because it means new people are listening. My favorite is when someone just for the first time listens to the Fridge episode and is like, Your yard fixed? Is your fridge okay? Like, that was half a year ago, man. That's like, I'm not dealing with that or even thinking about that anymore. But every time some new person listens to that episode, it's like it just happened. Just right now.
Actually, at this point, that is almost an entire year ago.
It is.
Right, yeah.
It was last July.
Yeah.
And by the time this comes out, it'll be mid-June.
Yeah.
Maybe this July we'll have a sequel, right? You're gonna have another appliance, buddy?
I gotta get an oven now. Hope they don't burn down my house.
I mean, maybe this is spoiling a little too much, but we had seriously talked about me coming out there and doing another Drowned Man style video series about
Yeah, we
your
had talked
fridge.
about that.
But then it started to get real old, like constantly about your fridge.
Listen,
But we can still do it if you
people
want.
want what they want. Our listeners
I
have
miss the
taste
Drowned Man.
and are savvy.
No,
They know what's funny. Fridges are in.
You're thinking of Go My Favorite Sports Team listeners, the classiest of the
Oh.
bunch.
Nice plug.
Did you know that they think they're better than us? Did you know that the people over at Go My Favorite Sports Team think they're better
No,
than
you
us?
think that. You think that. You
Yeah,
said
I heard
that.
that you were gonna fight you.
Yeah, that asshole thinks that he's better than me. I asshole think I am better than I. There's no way I'm gonna stand
This
for me.
asshole thinks they're better than this. Me, us, self.
Me asshole, me I'm think me no good.
Me ask me
Asshole.
something. Only the real ones will remember that bullshit.
I know, right? I know.
Plastic.
know.
Plastic.
Classic? I guess it could be plastic.
Did you say plastic? I heard plastic.
I said
I heard classic.
Commercial. The crazy prospector.
You think you know us, but you do.
Oh man,
Yeah, no, those were the days, guys.
those were the days.
Those were
What
the
did you
days.
ask, Wade? Did I answer your question?
Yeah, wait, what
What was the question?
Did I miss something?
I said how you guys doing today, and y'all have been. We're not even started yet.
That's how I'm doing.
I'm good, man.
But yeah, I'm glad you guys are doing great.
Yeah.
Good.
That's how I feel right now.
Well, I guess to let you in on a little bit of what I told the audience,
Okay.
we're going to have multiple topics again today. But
Okay.
I will tell you two, it is not about secret words, so you don't have to
Verbal.
just...
Fish.
No.
Oop,
It is
brown
not
book.
Grouper fish.
not about words.
Cod.
A school of fish.
Salmon.
Dolphins.
Finding Nemo.
Swimming upstream.
School of fish communicating with signals.
Le Petit Mort.
Great, you guys are doing great. But
Am I getting points? Tell me when I get points.
Yeah, tell me when I get points.
Don't tell him. Tell me when either of us gets points.
All right, tell him when I get points.
No, he can tell me, and I'll tell you when you get points. But
Yeah,
you
don't tell me anything. I don't want to know anything.
I will announce the points for each round at the end of each round.
Okay.
So once we finish each
Jinx.
round, that's when you'll know how the points stand.
Okay.
Nothing has started yet, so we have no points assigned yet.
Or maybe that's a lie.
Yeah.
Maybe it's all deception.
Nope, that is not a
Nope,
lie. I
that's
would
not
tell
a
you if we
lie.
had points assigned. We do not currently have any points.
You have to tell us if you're a cop.
Okay, I am not.
I mean a
And-
liar.
So we can jump into our first topic now. So
Okay.
What are we doing?
be creative, have fun with it. Our first topic I want you guys to talk about is
Okay.
what are some of the worst superpowers superheroes could have?
Worst
Farting.
Super farting.
That would
Isn't
be
that
a
a power for
horrible
the guys in Mystery
power.
Men?
Extreme flatulence.
I've never seen it, I don't know.
Isn't one of the mystery men, isn't his superpower farting?
What if you have such intense premature ejaculation you ejaculate backwards in time? That'd be a bad superpower.
Yeah, I guess you would never really move
guess.
forward in time. You would just like
His name is the Spleen from Champion City, whose superpower is farting. Yes, it's a thing.
That's a real
That's a real thing.
Classic. Honestly, it's a good movie. The classic 1999 film Mystery Men, if you haven't seen it.
no, I'm not.
Not seen that.
Worst superpower.
It would be pretty bad if anytime you tried to do good or help another person, you accidentally injured and maimed them instead. I don't know what kind of superpower that is, but it's super klutz.
That's kind of like isn't that Rogue from X-Men who can't touch anybody?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be a bad superpower to have if we're just going off of actual ones that are out there, because it's like, yeah, you can't ever have human contact.
I mean, anything. It can be existing, non-existing, or whatever.
The Human Torch, but your skin lights on fire. I think that was from...
You're not immune to fire.
That was from, oh god, what show had that?
Was that the Venture Brothers?
Yeah, it was the Venture Brothers, right.
The guy who lights on fire but feels that it is on fire and is in agony.
But you only get to do it once and you're done.
Yeah, Invisible Woman also, just like only her skin, like the outer layer of her skin went invisible.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, those are questionable.
Yeah, very questionable, very questionable.
Look, this is going to be a hot take and an unpopular opinion, and also a hill I'm not willing to die on, but I'm standing on at this moment.
Okay.
I personally find Spider-Man's set of super abilities pretty lame.
Okay.
Excuse
And
me?
also the mix of across all the different canons of sometimes he makes his own web and
Right.
sometimes he has to make little canisters and he shoots them off of things.
Right.
If you're just manufacturing your own superpower, why the fuck would you just be like, I want to shoot webs off my hands? Get a gun or something. Like, shit, I don't know. Get a better superpower than that.
That's a good
my
point,
God.
but I mean, as far as theming goes, I do understand it. But the general, like, overall power set is literally just reflexes, strength, and speed, right?
Right.
That's
Real fast, real strong, climby,
Climb
and
up
sometimes
walls.
shoot webs, maybe, or maybe makes webs.
The Spidey sense. They have the Spidey sense.
I will
Right.
admit, it's pretty basic, but I wouldn't
It
say
is-
it's bad. I
it's
would
not
love
bad.
to have those,
It's basic,
even if it wasn't
but not bad.
spider-themed.
I mean, yeah, I'm not saying he's a bad hero. I just find that... So I feel similarly about Superman, right?
Right, of
Okay.
course, yeah.
I find those uninspiring superpowers.
Yeah.
My superpower is I'm fucking invincible and I can fly and do whatever I want and also laser eyes and also turn backwards in time. If I fly fast enough, what the fuck? You just do everything. How do you ever lose?
I know, yeah.
Imagine the jealousy Cyclops would have if he met Superman, where he like can't control his eyes and everything. That's his only power.
I know, yeah. So you're telling me you can shoot lasers out of your eyes and still look through your eyes?
Superman flies up. He's like, oh, yeah, no. Well, check this out. Superman's like, yeah, I got those. Fuck you, dude.
Yeah. Well, oh yeah, I got ice powers. Oh yeah, watch this. I'm cold too, bitch. What are you gonna do?
Hey, my superpower is that I can peel layers off of my chest and throw them, and it turns people into, like, playing cards. And Superman's like, oh, I can do that shit.
Yeah, no, I dislike Superman for that reason. I think comic books in general just have a habit of, like, adding way too much onto a same character, because it's like, how do they overcome this challenge? It's like, okay, now it's canon. It's why I'm not really a huge fan. I like Death Battle, but I'm not a huge fan of it because of the concept that they go with the most powerful OP version of that character. And the most ridiculous one was like, and I know I'm gonna get roasted live because this is how comic book fans are, but the Thor versus Vegeta one, and it's not like I'm a Vegeta fanboy, but they measured their power levels on, and Thor is on the multi-universal destruction level. He can destroy exactly 69 million universes simultaneously. I'm like, what? At what point does it just get so ludicrous that you can't ever actually have a conversation about it? It was a fun video, don't get me wrong, but it's why I don't like anyone that's a power scaler in terms of like having to measure the exact force of every punch. It's like, where's the story in there? Where's the fun of anything happening?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now that I've thrown it out there, I will hedge and I will say this is more of a problem with Superman than with Spider-Man, because I appreciate that while Spider-Man is arbitrarily basically strong and indestructible, they at least feign like, oh, things hurt him, and oh, he's not infinitely strong and infinitely invincible. But he basically is in a
Yeah.
lot of settings. He's
He
like
is.
arbitrarily strong, and sometimes he's like, oh, you punched me and that hurt, and sometimes he's like, oh, that car got thrown at me and I'm like, oh, and I blocked it. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like superheroes. They need to have conflict and they need to have obstacles to overcome. And if they can do anything they want, not that super. You probably should be saving people because no one can hurt you. So go do that.
Well, the nice thing about like the X-Men versus other superheroes is X-Men have like one superpower each, where some of the other, like Superman has so many. He's indestructible. He's got the laser eyes, super strong. He can fly.
Yeah.
Like they just give him too many, and I think that's where it gets more complicated.
Yeah.
I'm not like a huge X-Men fan, but I do appreciate that some X-Men, their thing is like, oh, that's actually not that useful, huh? They're like, hey, it's my mutation.
Yeah,
Come on.
exactly. It's just like a thing.
I can help.
Could be good or bad. Yeah, I do like that about that.
All right, perfect. Let me tally up points for this subject, and we'll move on to the next one.
Batman, Robin, the Joker, the Penguin,
X-Men,
Gotham City,
brown, yellow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Kingpin.
All right, so after tallying it up right now, I've currently got Mark. You got a point. Congrats.
Hey, thanks.
Bob, you're 5.
Oh yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh God, I'm good at this. Hell yeah.
No.
Next subject.
I'm arbitrarily basing my mood and or success on these points.
Good. Well, your success is definitely based on the points. I don't hate to break that to you, I guess.
Okay, well, yeah, you're right about that.
Sort of the idea here.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, Mark, you really need to pick it up. But our next subject
I need
is
to pick it up, you say. Lifting weights, weightlifting. World's Strongest Man just occurred in the UK, and it was won by one of the Stolten brothers. Strength, power, lifting. Am I close?
beautiful. I assign you 0 points for that.
Hey, thanks.
All right, strong start, strong start. Bob is really crushing it right now. I don't think Mark, well, he's not really made Bob laugh, but, you know, I'm sure he'll pick it up. They always laugh at each other. This can only get better.
It's gonna only get better.
Now, if you guys could describe to me the worst date you can imagine going on.
Okay. Do you want to take turns, Mark, or do you want to just go at the same time?
Is it worst date we've ever been, or are we thinking up a scenario that is the worst date?
Either one, but honestly, in my head, it's like if you're tasked with going on a date and making it the worst possible date without hurting somebody, I suppose, like just a miserable time where they're like, oh god.
Is there a criteria that they have to stay in the date as long as possible, so you're walking like a line? Because you could start a date, punch them in the face, but I'm
you don't want to do that.
imagining
You want this to be a full length date that they go on and stick with till the end, and then it's just,
you want the torture to last.
they look back on it like that was like the worst date I've ever been on.
Yeah, so it's a date that they keep getting strung along, and for some reason they are continuing on this date.
Yes,
Okay, understood.
sure, that's great.
Why can't I say it like that, man? Just trying
Because I really just enjoy making you think more about this and panic like you did with the Secret Words episode, and it just fills me with glee because I'm sadistic and evil.
I'm just trying to get the parameters of it. I don't know if I want to play.
Oh, you have to.
I have my angle. I'm ready. Yeah, we have to. You can't not play.
I think I actually can.
No, you literally can't not play.
Well, you're not
I'm
gonna.
stringing you along till the end, Mark. Then you're gonna look back at this, and this will be the least favorite episode you've ever been on.
Wow.
I see what you did there.
This is a meta question.
My date, the thing is that none of the bad shit is my fault. Secretly, it is my fault. But my date, it will be a pity party toward me, right? So we meet at a restaurant, at a table. A waiter spills a scalding hot pot of coffee all over me. And I'm like screeching and crying. And my date is like, and like, EMTs show up, and I'm not actually burned because I was wearing something to protect myself, but it's very dramatic and it looks horrific. And the date is like, I can't leave. It's okay. And I'm like, it's fine. And we eat dinner, and the whole time I'm like moaning, like audibly, just like, yes, I'm fine. It's fine. Just like super uncomfortable for this person. And then after that, we go for a walk. While we're out on a walk, I get attacked by a dog, an off-leash dog. Again, violent attack. The date is unharmed, but the dog attacks me again, screaming, just and eventually the dog leaves me alone. The same EMTs come back, treat me again, and the date is just standing there, just like, oh god. And I'm like, it's fine. We can keep going. It's fine. Now we're walking through the park. I'm like limping. My leg is messed up. Blood is preferably dripping from areas of me, but the date can't leave because that's messed up. We end up at like a dessert place, like an ice cream shop. I get a piece of glass in my banana split that I order. I take a big bite, cut the roof of my mouth, blood spilling out of my mouth just aggressively, and I'm like, no, it's fine, that's fine. I think it's going to stop within any second. And the date can't leave. Out of pity, they can't leave. Blood is pouring. I have like, my mouth is stuffed with napkins, to try and stop the bleeding. And I'm like, come on, we're going to see the movie. We walk to the movie theater. And we just sit there. Then it's a terrible movie. I mean, it's the best movie ever made. We go and see Morbius in the IMAX.
God.
Yes.
And I make her sit through Morbius, and she can't leave because I'm staying next to her, shivering, blood pouring out of my mouth, dog bite wounds on my face, burns, gauze on the burns all over my chest and torso and arms. She just can't leave. Too pitiful. Can't leave. We get to the end. We go walk out of the movie. I'm just, absolutely pitiful, limping, whatever. Just, it looked like a nightmare. And we get to the outside the movie, and she's like, I'm gonna go. This was nice. I'll call you. As she leans in to give me like a really awkward hug with my bloody, horrific face, I just give her a big kiss on the cheek, smear of blood, and I turn and limp away. I didn't do anything to this person. I did not hurt them or torture them.
No, you didn't.
Worst date ever.
Honestly, I think that person might be falling in love with you after that. And the reason I say that is because that story sounds suspiciously a lot like your guide of how to make a best friend.
Whoa, that involved a fake car crash, a fake hospital wing in your mansion. You don't have to be rich to coordinate some fake injuries. You might have to hire a trained dog, but...
Oh, I don't know if they'd ever want to go out with you again, though. I think that they would truly look back on that and be like, man, that is the most unlucky person I've ever encountered in my life.
But they pity me.
I mean, that's true. Like, the goal is not to get another date. The goal is to have the worst one. I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, they absolutely stay to the end of that. Because they can't leave after all that stuff happens.
Yeah.
Can't leave.
I don't know if it would qualify as worse, though, just because, and I'm not, like, disagreeing. I love this date idea, but it's because it's so memorable. And I think that's the thing about, like, if I was on this date, it would just be like, I cannot fucking believe this many things happened to this this man. Either the universe is telling me not to be here, or maybe it's fate. It's either one or the other.
Okay, well, I'm imagining I'm dating a human person who sees me get attacked by a dog and is like, oh my god, trauma! Not who sees me getting attacked by a dog and is like, the memories! We're building memories!
Oh my god, I'm so horny.
I'm never gonna forget you, guy who almost died. Well, see ya.
Alright, that's fair. I'll go.
Anyway, that's my idea.
All right, well done. Mark.
Yeah. Okay, so my idea is to, if I don't know initially what the worst date ever is going to be, I'm going to have to use technology to assist me in this endeavor. So I have my date, my target, my specimen in mind. And I've set up a series of experiments using clones of this person that I have made in my secret compound. And I have a neural network-based model that has an objective of a bad date score, and the higher the score, the more successful that AI model was, and therefore that will go on to be integrated into the next generation of successively worse dates. I cannot say for certain what that worst date is, but through enough generations, I'm thinking that about maybe like 900 generations of clones and AI will lead me to the result of the absolute worst possible date, including the parameters of time and badness, depending on the clone's mood. Now, to also get integrated into the proper mindset of my future date, I had to kidnap my future date to keep them in my compound, but unconscious, so that I could link their mind into each clone, so that I would then wake up the new clone and they would, in a sense, wake up with no recollection of anything that happened until that previous moment, so that they could stay in that mindset of innocence and then experience each new date as a fresh buffet of horrors. And then obviously I would get rid of the clones. Can't have multiple versions of my date when the time comes to eventually have said worst date ever. And then when that beautiful day comes, it's not here yet, still working on it, that will probably be the worst date ever.
We should check on Amy. No? Alright.
I'm sure she's fine.
I'm sure she's fine.
I'm horrified, but that does sound pretty horrible. Okay, let me see here. Mark, I'll give you a point for that. That was a good...
Yes!
That was good. Bob. I don't know if your date sounded as horrible as Mark's, but I'm gonna give you 7 points anyway.
7 additional points to the 5 I already had?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I'm detecting some fuckery here. My fuckery.
Mark, I think I figured out the game.
You figured it out?
I figured out the game. I know what it is.
Alright, that's fair. I haven't figured
I'm
it out
going
yet.
to test my hypothesis during the next round.
Alright, good luck.
I guess we'll find out.
I guess we'll find out.
next topic here. Imagine, like, when we walk around, if it was like in the movies where a theme song would play, like we had our own theme song. What would be the most awkward time for our theme song to play for us?
Yeah, it really depends what your theme song is.
Yeah.
I guess imagine what your theme song is, and then, like, what would be your theme song? Like, just do, like, a little, like, dun 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 or something, you know? Just give me a little something about what style your theme song would be, and then imagine, when's the worst time for that to play?
This is a lot of asks all of a sudden.
I know, I guess it's a tougher one.
So we gotta come up with our own theme song, sing it, and then...
Is it allowed to be licensed to music?
I imagine so. I mean, basically, just give me like a little beat of like the style. Like, when you imagine you walking around, is it like, or is it like something cool, like some metal or rock is playing? Like, what do you imagine your theme song would be, or would you want it to be? What's fitting for your character?
I imagine that my theme song is All Star by Smash Mouth.
Okay, all right. I guess to give Mark another second here, I imagine mine would be something like that's kind of starts off seemingly kind of cool or whatever, but then quickly becomes a parody of itself. I feel like that's me in a nutshell. I try to be cool, but then I end up just becoming a parody of myself.
Mark's out here Googling shit.
No, I'm trying to...
It's like song. What is song?
I'm trying to remember what the fuck this song was. Hang on. Let me see if I can find
Sing it.
I could.
Do that, then.
Okay, so my song going around, when we did the Unisonus episode of the Sensory Overload Chamber, we asked Siri to play a song for us, and
the death
it
metal?
just started off, I said, play death metal, and it was a song just kicked on. It was like, you
fucking roar! Fuck you!
And the worst time for that to play is at my my mom's funeral. You asked.
My worst time for All Star by Smash Mouth to start playing would be I'm in an orange jumpsuit. I've got irons on my wrists and my ankles. Every time I move, you hear the jingle jangle of my restraints. I'm standing at the defendant's table in the county courtroom, and the judge looks down at me and then looks over at the jury and says, "Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the defendant standing before you is charged with 2 counts of murder in the first degree," and then you just hear boom, boom, boom. "Hey now, you're all sorry." And the jury just looks at me, and I just stand there like, I can't control it. I'm sorry.
Just plays on a loop. Somebody.
It's all timed up with like videos and evidence and stuff. The prosecutor slams down a knife on the table, and it's all
Somebody once told me the word.
TikTok versions. Yeah, that'd be kind of awkward.
The victims were stabbed in the head with seemingly a pickaxe or something. Ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. I swear it wasn't me.
No, I swear it wasn't me. No way.
Thanks, Smash Mouth.
All right, good. Mark, I'm going to give you 2 points this time.
Oh, sick.
I definitely understand the game, Mark. I just want to let you know I'm sorry.
Sick.
Bob, you get done this time.
Yeah.
Oh.
You understand what's going on, though, Bob?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
The jig is up.
Oh, no. Should we tell Mark?
Yeah, Mark, it's pretty obvious.
No, honestly, no, not at all. But if I think hard enough, would I be able to piece it all together?
Not a chance.
Maybe.
Okay.
Probably, maybe.
All right.
We'll see.
Okay. I'm not gonna try to
All right,
piece it.
next topic before we have too much time to think about it. Clowns or mimes, and why?
For what?
Mime's pretty easy, I guess.
Okay.
I don't like clown outfits. They're too baggy. Clown shoes freak me out. Too big. I don't want to be squirted in the face by a trick flower. And while I do enjoy balloon animals, that's basically the only thing that clowns have to offer. Mimes are funny. Mimes could be next level. It could be a subtle performance. It could be a very clown-esque performance. Mimes can go in a lot of directions. I know there are different types of clowns, but for me, mimes more versatile, more interesting, lots more to offer.
All right. Mark, are you alive?
Clown, mime, clown, mime, mime, clown, 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 mime, or
Mime clown?
Mime, clown, or.
Beautifully done. All right, 0 points for both of you. Next topic.
I'm trying to let you catch up, man.
That's not the game. What do you mean trying to let him catch
I'm
up?
trying to give Mark a chance
I don't know. I was thinking about it. What I was thinking about. Okay, so it was like I got 2 points and Bob got 0 the last time. I don't think he said the words theme song or anything like that. I might have said it twice, and then he said clown and mime a lot that time. So I'm like,
I'm trying to give you a chance to figure it out and have a shot at coming back.
Okay.
All right. I got 0 points 2 times in a row now. Why did that happen, Mark? Can you figure it out?
Oh, guys, it is not getting better. It is, in fact, getting a little bit worse. I think that they think something else is giving them points, and they're not understanding that 0 is 0. We're still getting 0. Without looking it up, next topic here, without looking it up, explain to me why we call someone we like our crush.
I know the answer to this, but would you like an opportunity to go first, Mark?
No, I'm thinking.
Okay.
I'm thinking deeply about this one.
Mm-hmm.
May I approach the bench?
I guess, yeah.
okay.
Why not?
How many points do I have?
Oh, I guess I can give us the tally of total points here. All right. In the first round, Bob got 5 points, and in the second round, he got 7. But then he's gotten 2 goose eggs, so Bob's sitting at 12 points.
2 goose eggs.
Mark, you got 1 point in the first round, 1 point in the second round, but in the third round, you started catching back up with 2, so you're down 12-4.
What's a goose egg?
0.
Okay.
Nada. Zilch.
All right. May I walk away
Bend
from
in
the
your ring.
bench?
By all means, please.
We'll put in the sounds of me walking away from the bench.
A little dramatic, but okay, there you are.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I stand before you, a humble man. A humble man with the same hopes and dreams as all of you. The
Okay.
accused stands to gain nothing from this. They walk into this willingly. They are human, and to err is human. Am I right? Am I right? Am I right?
What's
What
happening?
are you doing?
I would like to propose for you all to consider, simply to consider, that as we are all human, we all make mistakes. And a
Right.
mistake should not cost a man his life or a woman their own. For are we not all equal in the eyes of the law? And I only ask you to consider my case with fairness and justice in mind. Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor. I yield my time.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, opposing counsel stood before you and called himself a humble man. Does a humble man own 5 ovens?
Objection, Your Honor. I no longer own 5 ovens.
No?
Withdrawn. Would a humble man speak so highly of himself, brag so openly about being so humble? Would a humble man ask you to view the vicious criminal he has sitting next to him as just one of us? As a human with rights? I suggest that he would not. I suggest that opposing counsel is full of it. And he's rubber, and I'm glue. Wait, reverse that. Your Honor, scratch that from the record.
Yeah, scratch.
Look, listen. We're all here today talking about a simple case of a crush gone wrong. Everybody knows when you have a crush, of course, crush meaning a general interest in dating or a liking of another person, derived, of course, from the behavior that all children exhibit, where when they get too excited and like something, they crush it out of excitement and lack of self-control. It's a crush gone wrong. It's an infatuation gone awry, and the defendant is guilty. I think we've shown that. I think the evidence bears witness to that. I think you can tell from the tone of my voice. I wouldn't lead you wrong. You could trust me.
Objection, Your Honor. This is hearsay or something like that. He's injecting his own opinion into things.
I need to approach another bench, so I'm going to talk to our dear listeners for a moment
Please
here.
do.
And,
Your
just give me a
Honor.
moment. Guys, I don't know what's happened. They've lost it. We were doing something, and
We were doing something.
they've lost it. I don't know how to give points anymore. We've gone so off the rails. I've lost sight of the train. All right, don't worry. I'm back. All right, we talked this out, and okay. So you guys, that was very creative. I liked your little courtroom scene here. I feel like the question wasn't answered all that well, but it doesn't really matter too much.
I feel like I answered it completely.
I'm gonna give each of you 0 points.
I feel like I answered the question you asked completely.
I feel like I didn't.
Perfect.
But I was part of the legal process and therefore equal partners in it.
Let's move on quickly and painfully
Please.
to the next topic. If
Please.
you found out someone you know is an alien, who would surprise you the least? You'd be like, oh, that makes sense actually.
How much do I have to know them?
I mean, that's up to you. That's not really part of it, so you can barely know him, you can really know him. Whatever you think fits the prompt, I suppose. This is really just up to you. Be as descriptive or weird about it as you want, I guess.
I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury,
Oh, dear God.
the opposing counsel has said that my client is not human, and therein lies the problem. It's specious. And just because my client, who goes by the name of, Jesse Buzzmeyer, really, I would not be surprised if that guy was an alien.
Who?
Love the change in tone just to throw Jesse under the bus immediately. Perfect, okay.
But my client is not Jesse Buzzmeyer. No.
Jesse
Even if he was an
Buzzmeyer?
alien, that is not pertinent to this case.
Okay.
My client's name, as you all know, and we all know here, and we is submitted into the record and the various pieces of evidence that are part of this. My client's name, which I shall speak now, and I know very closely and deeply, and would shock me to be an alien, but I know the truth now. May I press the bench?
Oh, dear God. Yeah, I need some
Yes.
alcohol.
Wade, when you say, like, someone we know, like, do you have to know them?
You know what? No, just... If it means you might answer the question, then God, no, you don't have to know.
Bob
In fact,
have to know them?
Name a person.
I would be surprised if they were, or I would not be surprised.
Any person that you can think of that would be like, yeah, they might be an alien.
Could I say myself?
Sure.
Sure,
Would
why
answer,
not?
like, a lot of questions.
Answer a lot of mine, yeah.
I'm not going to say myself.
Okay.
I'm withdrawing from the bench. I yield my time.
Okay, all right. Bob.
I wouldn't be very surprised if, like, Mark Zuckerberg was an alien.
Okay.
Okay.
He's an interesting guy. He exhibits some behaviors that are probably not alien, but you know, he's a little awkward. He's an awkward guy.
I can see that. I can see that.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Perfect. Against every bone in my body, I'm going to give Bob 0 points, Mark 1 point there.
Hey, yeah! All right!
Figuring it out, man. You're getting there.
I think I'm figuring this out.
Yeah, I'm
I
glad
don't
as you
think
guys
you
figure
are.
this out. You've earned so many less points than you were in the first few rounds. That's great.
Again, I'm trying to let Mark catch up, just to be clear.
Thank you. Thank you.
Great. I love that.
I'm 100% understand what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Sure,
Me also.
Oh my God. Bob has not earned a point in 4 rounds, and yet he is still dominating. What is this? I'm so sorry, everyone. I thought this would be funny.
I know.
This is pain. This is misery.
this is misery.
Please just laugh.
I'm
All
trying!
right. What's the last stupid thing you remember doing?
There you go.
Going up to the may I approach the bench?
Yes, by all means.
I would like to submit myself into the evidence record as the current moment that I am doing, but before I did this thing.
What?
The last time I came up to the bench. I can't make myself more clear here.
Oh, I see. Yeah, okay. Great. What about before we started recording this episode?
You did not specify.
You know what? You noted. I'm giving you a bonus option.
Objection, Your Honor, to yourself moving the goalposts.
I have to move them real close for you guys. Real close. So
Really
yeah, you're
close.
welcome.
Is the objection thing like about logical fallacies? Can I object straw man art? Can I do that?
There are specific types of objections to things that are basically not allowed to be heard by the jury. It's not just like, ooh, that doesn't make any sense objection. It has to be, there's just a list of them you can offer.
Oh, they're not allowed to hear it.
Yeah, there are rules about what the jury is and is not allowed to hear. The reason that hearsay is an objection is that the jury is only allowed to hear testimony of what the person testifying saw and heard themselves. Well, and what they heard may or may not be pertinent. If they heard someone else say that they saw or heard something, or they heard someone else describing something, that's not allowed because that's not testimony in the courtroom. That's testimony of a statement made outside the courtroom that can't be fairly challenged and, tested by opposing counsel if it's true and that sort of stuff.
Yeah, because that person is not currently on the witness stand and they cannot.
Unless it's a deathbed confession. That's like the one exception, but yeah.
The objections center around evidentiary rules of what can and can't be admitted evidence and what can and cannot the jury be allowed to hear and include in their deliberation.
Oh, interesting. That's fascinating. I've learned something here today.
Well, like in our fake pretend improv court of law, you can object for anything you want.
All right, objection, Your Honor, or straw man?
You're the only one who's gone so far, so, sure, you know what? Sustain.
Hell yeah.
All right, we got another stupid thing on your list there, buddy.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
Objecting to yourself.
Hey.
I mentioned in the open that I recently got a 3D printer, and I've been getting into that. And the metal extruder that poops out the plastic on these things heats up with what I'm printing, heats up to about 200 degrees Celsius, which is pretty hot. And like a big dum-dum, one of the first days I was using it, there was a little bit of plastic stuck on the extruder, and I was like, oh, let me just reach in there with my little fingies and grab it. And hot 200 degree Celsius metal is not a good thing to touch with human flesh. I just barely touched it at all, but I learned my lesson, Your Honor, I guess.
All right, congratulations. You're both stupid. I award each of you 1 point.
All right.
Thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. Dear listeners, I'm so sorry. Oh, sorry, I meant to sidebar for that. Anyway, next topic. I, Wade, stand before you.
Not really, but okay.
Best way to impress me. Go.
Your Honor, I would like to call Bob Myskins to the bench, or the stand, as a witness.
I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help me God.
Great.
All right, he said the thing.
He said the
Now,
thing.
Robert, is it?
Sure, yes.
Sure.
My full name.
All right, Robert. You know why we're here today, don't you?
Sure, yeah.
We're here to... Am I allowed to make statements? I don't know. We're here to impress...
In this court of stupidity, you know what? You just do whatever you want, buddy.
All right, okay.
Free ball it, man. Free ball it.
All right. Isn't it true that Wade
Me.
is not actually in the lead for the most number of wins on Distractible?
I'm not aware of that information.
I would like to look you at this exhibit I'm about to put in the court record, also known as Discord here. Hold on, I gotta check my files, checking my files. I would like to...
Not that we could potentially have negative points here today, but Mark is walking a fine line.
I would like to reference Exhibit A in the evidence record. Robert, what do you see on this image?
It appears to be a line graph of some sort.
All right. Are there any names associated with this line graph?
Our names are listed, the three of us here in the courtroom.
Okay, and I would like you to say who is on the bottom in terms of numerical order based on the y-axis of increments.
If I understand you correctly, it looks like Wade is at the lowest value on the graph.
Wade is at the lowest value on the graph. And tell me, Robert, has Wade ever been in the entire plot of that graph at the top?
It appears there are a number of points where all three of us are tied at a certain value, so technically that would mean he was tied for first.
But has he ever crossed that threshold of tying and exceeded any other competitor?
It looks like... Oh, no, that's not what that means. I mean, technically, no. No, I guess not.
Technically, no. Your Honor, I rest my case.
Oh, consider me impressed. I award you negative 2 points. Bob!
You know what, Wade? I give you a lot of shit, and I feel very responsible personally for the whole shut up Wade thing being quite the phenomenon for a while after Drunk Minecraft.
Never heard of her.
But honestly, I feel like I haven't ever expressed to you enough how much I appreciate you being a friend and how much fun we've had over the years. And also, I hope it comes across how much I value how funny you are and what you have to offer. I know we make fun of you for being like stupid and not listening, and it's a whole... I feel like that's your shtick. I feel like that's a bit. You just drop some of the funniest one-liners, some of the funniest like single word responses, and also have sung some of the funniest songs in different contexts that I've ever heard. And like, I just feel like I give you a lot of shit, and people view this as like Mark and I shit on you all the time, and that's a bit. You are sincerely incredibly funny, and I just hope that you know that. You know,
Aww.
Thank you. Because the bit of us all being mean to each other and mean to you especially.
On any other day, I'd give you so many points for that.
What?
But being as you only say it to me when there's points on the line, and it's today.
No, man, I mean that. From the bottom of my point hole.
All right, fine. You know what? 1 point. There you go.
Ah!
That's fair.
Audience, dear audience, they have literally gone full Law and Order now. That's not funny. Why are we in court? Why is this happening?
I don't
Why
know.
did he call Bob to the stand?
I
They are inherently avoiding the funny. Maybe they're both in on it. Maybe I'm the one not in on it. Why are they both so not funny?
I don't know.
Well, I feel really good about myself, so I guess let's move on real quick. We're gonna do a speed round, all right? You guys,
Speed round.
quick
Sorry, one second.
answers.
Yeah, hold on. Yes. Whoa, what is this?
It's like blueberry. There's no sugar or anything.
I mean,
I forget, but it was like mango, pineapple, blueberries.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
thank you, Amy.
Did you just get ice cream in the middle of Wade's very important and well-hosted
I
episode?
got a smoothie.
Look at this guy.
I got a smoothie.
Feel good about yourself?
I do, actually. I feel great. This is wonderful.
You feel like a grown-up?
As the host, I want to reward Mark for getting this with negative 15 distractible wins.
Wow.
Put him at the bottom of the chart.
That's dead last right there.
That would put me at dead last. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. As the host, I think I have that power.
That's okay.
I thereby deduct 15 wins.
That's all right.
Okay, speed round. Speed round. We got no self-esteem for the host and 3 or 4. Well, some from Bob, I guess. I did get some back.
Yeah, wait, I was genuinely nice. Come on.
We got 3 or 4 quick rounds here to go. See if you guys can do anything impressive at the end. So, fast answers. The faster the better. Maybe not more points, but faster the better. Stand or sit or peeing and why?
What?
What?
Did you say?
Stand or sit while peeing and why?
Oh.
Sit, because I can only sit.
Speed
and
round!
pee.
Speed round!
I was trying to let Mark have a chance. Stand, obviously. You gotta stay mobile. You gotta be ready.
Marco!
Plus, cleaner.
I would say it depends on what you're trying to accomplish.
You're peeing!
I sometimes sit just because, I need to think about stuff, or I'm like trying to like look at my phone, or I need it's a convenient breather, I guess. Sometimes if the lid is down already, I don't feel like lifting it, and I'm just like, I'll just sit. I don't want to touch that. I'll just sit. Screw it, because I don't want to splash on the seat.
No, you do not want to splash on the seat. That's a good call. All right, Bob.
Stand, obviously. Stay mobile. Be ready. Cleaner. If it's at home, you just gotta be careful and not splatter everywhere. But if there's a urinal, even better. Best way to do it.
All right, you both get 0 points.
Wade, it's okay, Wade.
I failed you.
No, you didn't. No,
Was
you
it
didn't.
funny?
No.
It was funny. Lie to me. Lie to me.
I'm lying to you.
Worst pizza topping.
Worst pizza topping?
Yep, Bob, you first.
Ground beef.
I mean, if we're going with hot fresh poop, could be if it's anything,
No. Pizza topping that would be on the list of available toppings at an actual pizza place.
Okay.
Or both. You know what? Why not? Anything.
Yeah, I'm sticking with my answer. Ground beef. Get that out of here. Nobody asked for this.
Every petri dish in the CDC's deadly virus lab. Every strain of smallpox that exists. Terrible topping. It just oozes. I believe it would spontaneously combust.
They organize it like into a little smiley face of death. Oh, that's terrible.
Oh, no.
Perfect, though. You both get 0 points. All right.
All right.
Called the episode Don't Laugh, and here we are.
Yeah.
No laughs.
No
Perfect.
laughs.
Perfect title.
Perfect
wrap
title.
up.
Perfect
Beautiful.
title. Beautiful.
And last round
Oh,
in this
no.
horrible amalgamation of sadness and despair. Who would be a better host of this podcast than the 3 of us?
Oh my God. Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan.
3 dogs who all get along and like to take naps on each other.
That would be pretty cool.
That would be better. That would be a lot better.
That would be a lot better.
What are we just listing?
Okay.
Smart list. Armchair expert. Impulsive with Logan Paul. These
My
3.
favorite murder people, whoever they are.
Sure.
All right. Before I tally up the points here and declare our winner, any final thoughts? Anything else you guys want to say to try to get that
Have you
last?
figured it out, Mark?
If I'm being completely honest with myself, absolutely not.
I still feel 100% confident. I know what's happening, and I know I calculated this victory that I'm about to secure when Wade tallies the points on purpose.
I will believe you 100%.
All right, go ahead, Wade.
All right. You guys started off, well, somewhat strong. In the first
Somewhat
3
strong.
rounds, Mark, you earned 4 points.
Mhm.
Bob, you earned 12.
Mm.
From then on out, you really went downhill. You guys really were flat out awful.
Uh-huh.
Mark, you earned 3 points and lost 2, which honestly, I didn't even build in a way to lose points. So the fact that you managed is really by itself an amazing accomplishment.
Impressive.
It is.
Don't forget about my negative 15 wins that somehow got deducted.
That's true, yeah. Negative 15 wins, negative 2 points, all within 3 rounds. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 rounds here that I've got written out. I might have combined a couple early on, I can't remember, but overall, Mark, you had 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, minus 2, 5 points. And minus 15 wins.
Yes!
Bob accomplished that in the first round. If that makes you feel any kind of better. Bob, you finished with 12 points in the first 2 rounds. Then you went on a real dry spell once you figured out what was going on. 13, 14, 15 points. You tripled Mark's score despite literally not trying at all for 3/4 of this episode.
I left the door open. That's all I gotta say.
It is true. You would have to understand the game to not get any points.
Right.
You would have to. Because
Right.
even I floundered my way into some points.
So what was the secret, Bob? Tell us.
What was happening was, and Mark, I can't believe you didn't pick up on this.
Okay.
Wade decided before we even started the episode that he was just going to have me win one no matter what you did. There was no way you could win. So I just won.
Oh no.
All right.
Wait, is that what you thought was
That
happening?
makes sense. I accept that.
That is what happened, and that's why it happened the way it happened. I figured it out, Wade.
That was a good game.
Okay, look, here's what it was.
Here what it was.
You two were supposed to be each other's worst enemy. This was a don't laugh competition. Every time Bob laughed at Mark, Mark got a point. Every time Mark laughed at Bob, Bob got a point. That was that.
That was literally the
You were
episode.
supposed to be funnier.
You were supposed
and
to be
you guys got
funnier.
So less funny it hurt. I wanted to know 15 points from all of us for how horrible the comedy got.
Hey, man, you had everyone so up in their head about what's the secret game, nobody was paying attention.
And I didn't count little laughs like the little like, huh.
Oh, it seems like you could have.
Like, it was
could.
like you had to give a genuine, like, kind of hearty laugh for a point. And usually there's a lot of those. I set the stage. I tried to give you all the good topics. And you, I don't know what the jury, your honor bit came about. But my God, I'd rather be in a funeral than with you two.
I laughed at that a good deal. I thought that was funny.
Then why did either of you laugh?
I thought I did laugh.
I got the points right here.
Oh, well, you don't count so good.
Yeah, what did I have to do? Was it me making you so frustrated that deducted points, so somehow I went to the negative funny? Is that what it was?
You took your entire turn about why do we call someone who we like our crush to just talk about my lack of wins.
Oh, I forgot about that.
I gave you a topic and you were like, no, fuck that. Let's just insult Wade for 5 minutes. Therefore, I just took away 2 points and 15 wins because fuck you.
Oh, man, you'd be getting all the boys making me laugh.
Oh my God. It's a good thing I already called because you two took out the rest of my goddamn hair during this episode. The audience started off, they were like, oh man, I gotta get my calculator. Bob's just going off on a tear. And then it was such a dry spell, they had to put lotion on to get through the rest of the fucking episode.
Now, looking at it from a bird's eye perspective, me calling Bob to the bench as a witness is just like a really cosmically funny thing. Somehow, the circumstances pushed me into a corner to be the least funny scenario possible. You know, dry ass courtroom.
I was like, all right, this is gonna be great. I've got so many things. They're gonna go off the rails trying to impress me. Like, oh, well, they'll be making fun of me. They'll laugh at each other. Stand there, sit while peeing. I can't wait to hear the crazy shenanigans they'll get up to. Oh, I thought worst superpower was a weak start. That was the highlight of the day. Good thing I saved the best funny for last.
Oh my God. I can't wait to listen to this episode.
Audience, who would be a better host than the three of us? Literally anyone. In fact, who would be better on this episode? Literally anyone. A dead ferret would have performed better than our contestants today.
Oh, no.
Good episode concept, man.
Yeah, good.
Thank you.
That is a really good idea for an episode.
It was.
And we just hit it out of the park.
Execution was phenomenal. This is literally how I felt when we recorded Don't Laugh challenges in person. There is nothing less inherently funny than Don't Laugh. Welcome to the behind the scenes where you feel not funny, your topic feels not funny, your friends feel not funny, and you just want to die.
Well, to be fair, we didn't know it was not laugh.
Yeah, we were just yes-anding each other to the moon. We were just, well, doing it right.
You guys were so excited to be in a courtroom.
Uh-huh. Super serious courtroom?
Mm-hmm. I don't know where that bit came from, but how did we even get to the courtroom?
I don't know. I just said
did that.
I
I
don't know,
decided to
Mark
approach
just
the bench
put
because
it
I was
out,
trying
like-
to think of what the game was. I was stalling for time.
Oh, Bob, I actually thought you figured it out because you literally quit making Mark laugh at that moment. Like, you had Mark rolling, and then you were just like, I know what the game is. And there was not nary a joke from your lips. I was like, he did something, man.
To be fair, my strategy was I'm gonna keep it simple and low key. Not funny necessarily, but just like let Mark do whatever he wants and then see if I can offer him up some points.
The answer to that was no. No, you could not.
You had a great time today. Thanks, Wayne. I had a really good time.
Oh my god.
I think I deserve to be the least winning contestant. Everyone loved my hosting before today. They might change their mind. Hope you didn't laugh either, dear listeners.
I did. Oh, I did.
You want to hear my inner monologue? It's, oh God, I'm just fucking laughing something, goddammit!
If this was Don't Laugh, though, then...
Yeah, didn't we just really succeed at not laughing?
I mean,
You
yeah.
can see the thumbnail now. Me sitting on a bench with a nice white powdered wig, holding a gavel, looking really bored, falling asleep, and you two standing there, literally just talking. Nothing funny at all happening. It's just a courtroom with us.
Look, it's a situational comedy, okay? It's not, we're not telling jokes. It's funny because of the situations in which we find ourselves. Whoops. Just ignore that. That didn't happen.
Bob did something and Mark laughed. If only that had happened over the last hour.
Yeah, there's a lot of laughter now.
Sure is.
Yeah, it sure is. A lot of
Having a
laughter.
good time.
Oh, Bob, you won. You wanted to say anything? God.
I earned this. I knew what was happening the whole time.
The whole
and I
time.
deserved this victory. I really tried to be a pal and let Mark figure it out for himself, but I'm just the bigger, wrinklier brain today.
You basically won or tied for the lead after the first round. In the first 10 minutes, this was decided.
This is a really funny episode.
Oh, God, was it?
It was.
Yeah, man.
I hope everyone out there listening can feel my pain along the way as I'm just waiting for a laugh from anyone to type something.
Mark, you're doing and saying so many things that are making you laugh so much right now. I just want to let you know.
Thanks, man. You too, man. You too. God.
Very funny, Mark.
Oh, God. I tried to insert jokes, too. My jokes didn't matter, but I was like, maybe if I make them laugh, they'll start making each other laugh. But no, of course not.
Oh, my God.
Congrats on winning, Bob. Thank you all for listening. We have merch, we have a site, we have other podcast episodes, we have highlights on YouTube. We had YouTubes that were out. There might be some left. I don't know. You can go look. They're pretty cool. You can find us on our respective channels for more great, hilarious content. Bob at MySkerm, Mark at Markiplier, me at, oh, God. Oh, I don't even know if I want it. Jesse Buzzmeyer. You can find me there.
Yeah, Mom.
It's brunch out here.
I know, I already ate though.
You ate a few hours ago.
Yeah. I'm not.
This is protein.
I know, but I'm not hungry right now. I'll eat in a little bit.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
At Jesse?
Yeah, just get them.
Go find Jesse.
Lord Minion 777, whatever, just find me. Stay tuned for the next episode where maybe we'll laugh. Maybe you'll laugh.
Maybe.
We'll cry. Maybe we'll find love. Who knows?
Who knows?
Until then, podcast out.
Aw, I feel bad for Wade. I really do. He was really trying. But the funny thing is, making Wade mad, like Bob said in his sincerity, like, making Wade mad is the funniest thing ever. But yeah, I don't know if that 15 win deduction is gonna do anything for the people on the Reddit, because I'm not on the Reddit. I'm not really on the Reddit. I don't really use Reddit all that often. Even if I do use Reddit, I really just like scan and that's it. I don't really like check it on the regular. The only like social medias that I check on regular is this and TikTok and my Instagram. That's literally it. I don't really do Reddit, even though I have a Reddit account. Like, not for, like, this channel, but just, like, in general, you know? But, wow. Okay, so we finished this way sooner than I thought. I thought it was going to take the whole hour, but, you know, me being the master builder in my own eyes. Because there's, like, a degree of, like, you literally have to, like, apply to be a master builder, but, you know, this was an easy build. Yeah, so I'm going to put it there, hang it up there. If not, I'm going to put it somewhere in the back here on my desk. But yeah, we've finished this a lot sooner than I thought. And I thought this episode would be a lot more funnier than I thought it would be. But anyways, if you guys have enjoyed, please like and subscribe. Make sure you share this with a friend. Now that I have no more Lego sets and no more puzzle pieces left to build, I am at a crosshairs, so I will think of something to do while we listen to Distractible. So, if you have any ideas of what else I can do, put it down below, because I am almost out of ideas. So, this has been M.A.D.D.Y. I don't know, but I'll see you guys next time.